first things first. Let's just start with 10 nice high knee marches, 10 in total. Just squeeze those knees up towards the chest. Once we've done our 10, we're going to go into 5, opening the gate on one side. Push for that range. 5, then 5 on the other side. Once you've done those, we're going to close the 5 from the outside in. And then on the other side. Clunky hips. Okay. And from there, we're just going to go into walking heel flicks just for 10. And once they're done, we're going to drop down into that half kneeling position. We're going to do 10 trunk rotations. We're going to transition into 5 wood chops, starting high on the side that's got the front leg. 1, 2. And once we've done those, we're going to go into 10 swings, double arm swings overhead, still in that kneeling position. Okay, no rush. And you guessed it, we're going to swap legs. We're going to do the same. So, into those 10 trunk rotations. And then there's 5 wood chops coming high on the front leg side. And then the 10 double arm swings. So we're doing our upper body mobility like we normally would be standing, but because we're in this position, we're also getting a little bit out of the hips as well, putting ourselves in this nice position. Okay, cool. And once you've done those, come back up to standing. We're going to go through that circuit once more. So we're going to start with those 10 total high knees marches again. This time really driving those knees up. Okay, and when that's done, we're going to do our 5 open and close the gates. I'll start with the close there. 5 opens on each side. Hopefully we're a little bit warmer now into this. And then back to the original first side, closing, creaky hips. Okay, and then the same on the other side. Okay, once you've done those, we're going to go back into those 10 heel flicks. And then again down to that half kneeling for your 10 rotations. Your 5 wood chops starting high on the side of the forward leg. And your 10 double arm overhead swings. Great. Once they're done, change sides, and go straight in again with those 10 trunk rotations. Wood chop by 5 wood chops. And then 10 swings. Once you've done your 10 swings, grab a drink and we'll move on to the next little circuit. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so for this next bit we're going to need our weight. So a nice light weight that you can press overhead with one hand. So we've got 3 movements that we're going to move through with this weight. We've got single leg, single arm press, 10 on each side. So what that's going to be is we're going to shoulder press the weight with one arm, but we're going to be standing on one foot, which is the opposite foot to the pressing side. So I'm standing on one leg, in this case I'm standing on my left, I'm pressing with my right. We're going to do 10 reps of that on each side. Then we're going to move into 5 halos on each side, so either standing or kneeling. If you've got a kettlebell, holding it by the horns. If you've got a dumbbell, holding it by the top. If you've got a plate, holding onto it. I'm just going to go around the back of the head, 5 in each direction. And then we've got bottom of squat, so we're going to hold our weight like we would for a goblet squat. We're going to come down to the bottom of the squat, get those elbows into those knees and use that weight to drive us down into the bottom of the squat. And we're just going to move around down here, okay? But we're going to start off with that single leg, single arm press, 10 on each side. So we're standing on the opposite foot and we're pressing. So we're working stabilisation through the whole body, ankle, knee, a little bit of pressing as well. But that's secondary to what we're trying to do here. Okay, yeah, and then when you've done those, change sides, and then go again. I feel like I'm concentrating very hard here. Tongue's probably going to come out soon. Okay, good stuff. Once that's done, back into those 5 halos on each side. So coming nice and low around the back of the head. Nice little work for the shoulders and for the upper back. Nice and slow. Okay. And when they're done, we're going to get our weight up in the goblet position. Going to get those elbows into the knee here so we can really drive ourselves down. This works really well with a heavy weight, the heaviest weight you can hold in this position, because it really pushes you down to the bottom of the squat, drives those knees out. Obviously we're going quite light at the moment, but it's still going to help. So we're just moving around down here, using that weight to push our knees out and drive us down into the bottom of the squat. Okay, and we're going to stay down here for another 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Back up to standing, shake anything out which you need to. Then we're going to go back into that single arm, single leg press, 10 on each side. So remember we're standing on the opposite side to the side that's pressing, 10 on each side. Okay, once you've done that side, switch over. And if you do need to touch your foot down to help every so often, like I've had to, Don't worry, just reset and go again. Finding this hard this morning. Okay, once you've done your 10-10, down for a 5-5 on the halo. Okay, lovely. And once that's done, we're going to move down into the bottom of the squat. We're going to go through this circuit one more time, then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, let's stay down here for another 10 minutes, 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, okay. Shake everything out again, and then we're going to go back through one more time with the 10 SLSA press. Single leg, single arm. Alright, let's get these done. See if I can do it without putting my foot down this time. Okay, once the 10-10's done, 5-5 on the halo. And then down for the bottom of the squat. Once you've done the bottom of the squat here, you can put your weight away for the time being. So let's just hang out down here for a little bit of time. Get a bit of weight down through the knees, pushing us down into the bottom of the squat, driving these knees out. Okay, another 10 seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, grab a drink. So we're going to move on to now quads, hamstrings, and hips. 3 times through. So what we're going to start with is quads. It's going to be 30-second quad stretch on each side, going 3 times through. So let's take it gentle on the first one, then we'll build as the reps go on. Then we're going to do 10 single leg alternating deadlifts. It sounds a bit complicated this morning, doesn't it? Okay, so what that's going to look like is, you know, the single leg deadlift movement where we hip hinging, coming over and getting some real pressure through the hamstrings. So we're going to go over, then we're going to come up, we're going to change legs, we're going to go over and we're going to do 10 reps there, changing sides each rep, okay? And then we're going to do 10 90-90s on the floor. So down here, coming across, over, across, and over, okay? And that's 10 total reps. So let's start with that 30-second quad stretch. Let me just set my timer. Okay. Alright, cool. So let's get ready for that quad stretch then. We're going to start that in 3, 2, 1. Here we are. Nice gentle quad stretch to begin with. So remember, gently pull that rear foot up, drive those hips forward. Not too much to begin with. Okay, we've got 10 seconds left here, then we're going to change legs. So we're resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake that leg out. Then we go back up. Going to start that one in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 20 seconds. Gently pull that foot up. Push those hips forward. 10 seconds left. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Then we've got those 10 single leg deadlifts alternating. So we're going to come over, if we can touch the floor in front of us, that'll be great. Standing up again and down the other side. So we're switching between legs, adding to the challenge of your balance. And when we've done those, we're down for our 90-90s for 10 total reps. If you want to add a little bit into this one, as you come over, lean your chest down over that front leg. That's tight. You might find that you end up creeping across the room. Okay, lovely stuff. We're back up into our quad stretches. We're going to start those in about 8 seconds. So ready to go down in 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're a bit warmer now on the lower half, so we can start getting a little bit further into that stretch. Okay, 10 seconds left on this one, then we'll change. We'll do a 5-second transition between legs, alright? So we're going to rest in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, get ready to start with the other one in 3, 2, 1. Okay, other leg. I feel like how well you balance during a quad stretch is decided from the second it starts. It's either a good one or a bad one. There's like no in between. Okay, 15 seconds left. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Okay, into those alternating single leg deadlifts. So let's try and get a bit more range this time. Ask a bit more of the hamstring. Through that, we're back down to those 90-90s. Hopefully they feel a little bit less stiff this time. I'm not banking there. Okay, keep going through those. We've got one more round to do on these now. So we'll start the last final quad stretches in about 15 seconds. Let's go for a real good stretch now. Okay. what we'll do is we'll take this one up to 45 seconds. Let's make the most of it. Okay, so we've got 5 seconds to go till we start. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Okay, lock in. 45 seconds. Let's make the most of it. Probably the only bit of mobility that we do in the week. So let's make sure it counts. We'll do 45 on in this stretch. We'll take 15 seconds rest, reset, and then we'll go again on the other side for 45 as well. Okay, so remember, gently pull that foot up behind you, drive those hips forward, try and think about that knee pointing down towards the floor. 15 seconds to go. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, 15 seconds. Take that leg out, get yourselves ready for the last quad stretch of the morning. Okay, we're going to start that one in 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we are. Oh, no, I'm gone. Almost went there. Okay. Fifteen to go. Okay, 10. Hang in there now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, lovely. Back into those alternating single leg deadlifts for 10 as soon as you're ready. Chest up, hinging from the hip. Been a lot of stabilisation work through the foot and through the ankle today. Always good. Injury prevention for that running. Oh, completely. Okay, when you've done your single leg deadlifts, we're over into our last 90-90s. And then we're going to move on to some upper back work. Okay, good stuff. Just keep working through those, get those 10 done. Once you've done your 10 90-90s, grab a drink if you want, and I'll run you through how this next upper back circuit's going to work. So it's all movements that we've done before that we know. Key at the moment doing this stuff for working at home. We've all got tight backs. So we're going to do 10. We're going to do 10 cat cows. So that's the one we're pushing our back up into the ceiling. We're looking down towards the knees, scared cat. And then we're driving belly button down towards the floor, and we're looking forwards, and we're really trying to use our core to make that movement as far through the range as we can. Then we've got our 4-point twist. So we're going to go 10 on each side for this one. So that's fingertips to forehead, elbow pointing towards the floor, and then 10 on each side. And then we're going to do our half kneeling archer. So we're going to be in that half kneeling position. Arm on the same side as the front knee pointing forwards, and we're going to come round 5 on each side there. So that'll be 5 on that side, then we'll change sides, do the same there. Okay, so we're going to start off with that cat-cow, 10 reps total, nice and steady, driving that back up into the ceiling, looking down towards the knees, and then exhaling, driving that belly button down, looking forwards. Use that nice strong core to drive yourself into those extremities of the position. completely lost count. But once you've got to your 10, move on to the twist, 10 on each side. This is where I struggle to keep my earphones in now. Okay, then we've got that half kneeling. Nice and slow. Okay, lovely stuff. Take a little break at the end of that circuit, and then when you're ready, move back into the cat-cow for 10. If you want to put some shoulder rolls in there. Okay, let's go again, back into that cat-cow now. Let's drive back up, high, and then drive belly button down low. You know, I don't know how people go running in Apple AirPods. I can't even do this movement without them falling on their ears. Obviously don't have apple-shaped ears. Okay, then when you've done your cat-cows, back into your 4-point twist for 10 on each side. Then when you've done your 4-point twists, into your 5 half kneelings, and then we'll finish that circuit there, and we'll move on to a little bit of stretching in the 90-90 position. And we'll be done for the morning. Nicely set up for the day, keeping those aches at bay. Okay, so when we're ready, we're just going to come down to sat here, feet about hip width apart, and just to get ourselves back into the groove with these movements, we're just going to go for 10, where we rock our knees from side to side, 10 total. Okay, good. Stay down there in that position. We're going to get into our 90-90 now. So 90-degree angle out the front, 90 out the back. And from here now, we're going to spend 30 seconds leaning over this front knee as far as we can get, comfortably but not painfully. And we're going to hold it there then. So let me just come back here so it's a bit clearer. Okay, so let's get ready to go down to that position in 3, 2, 1, and let's relax over that front knee. Okay, good. Nice deep breaths. Got 10 seconds left here. Then we're going to change over to the other side and do the same on the other side. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Changing over to the other side. Get ready. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Over the other side. Okay, 10 seconds left. Push down a little bit further. We're going to do one more on each side of these. Okay, 2, 1, and rest. Back to the first side, 30 seconds again. Let's see if we can get a little bit deeper this time. Feel a little bit looser, hopefully. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, over that front knee. Okay, 15 seconds gone. Hang in there now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, and then back onto that last one. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, there we go. Push a bit deeper. Uncomfortable but not painful. Fifteen seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently just come back up to seated. Okay, from here we're going to go for 10 reps, just pulling those knees gently in towards the chest. Okay, and then from there, we're just going to come up to kneeling. And we're going to go into some nice shoulder rolls back. Nice full range. Squeeze those shoulder blades together as the shoulders come up and back for about 10 of those. And that'll be us done and dusted.